Was as meek as a newborn lamb. I now Sir Murgatroyd. With great precision, without the elisions of Ruth in Murgatroyd.
And I, who was once his valley de sham, as steward I'm now employed. The Dickens may take him, I'll never forsake him. As steward I'm now employed. How dreadful when an innocent heart becomes perforce a bad young part, and still more hard on old Adam, his former faithful valley sham, his former faithful valley sham. Valley de Sham, his Valley de Sham, My face the index to my mind, all venom and spleen and gall. Or properly speaking, it soon be reeking with venom and spleen and gall. My name from Adam Goodheart you'll find I've changed to Gideon Crow. For a bad boss steward whose heart is much too hard is always Gideon Crow. How providential when you find the face and index through the mind, and evil men condemned to call themselves by names like Gideon Crow, to call by names like Gideon Crow, like Gideon Crow, like Gideon Crow.
This is a painful state of things, Mr. Crow.
Painful indeed. My poor master, and I swore that come what would, I would serve you in all things forever. I little thought to what a pass it would bring me. The confidential advisor to the greatest villain unhung. But now, sir, to business. What crime do you propose to commit today?
How should I know? As my confidential advisor, it's your duty to suggest something.
Sir, I loathe the life you are leading, but a good old man's oath is paramount, and I obey. Richard Dauntless is here with pretty Rose Maybud to ask your consent to their marriage. Poison their beer!
No, not that. I know I'm a bad Bart, but I'm not as bad a Bart as all Bart!
Well, there you are, you see. It's no use my making suggestions if you don't adopt them.
How discreet you think? Were I to lure him here with cunning wire, bind him with good stout rope to yonder post, and then, by making hideous faces at him, curl the heart-blood in his arteries, and freeze the marrow in his bones. How say you, Gideon, is not a scheme well planned?
It will be simply rude, nothing more. But soft they come.
Properly coupled over here, you see, I am a carriage of Thomas Strong. You are the fairest, the richest, the rarest, the famous, and lasses you are. The far of famous, the lasses you are. On my favorite game, as treacherous he would be, and asked about whether we'll brave it together, and you should creep under my wing, my wing, and you should creep under my wing, my wing. For he was such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little tight little sweet little light little true little pretty little craft.
Oh, she is such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little tight little sweet little light little true little pretty little craft. My hopes are implanted, I fear my day. In a month you'll be going to sea quite free, and all of my wishes you throw to the fishes as though they were never to be for me, as though they were never to be. And I shall be left all alone tomorrow, and we may take through a descent complete. Oh, you'll be asserting your freedom by flirting with every woman you meet. You cheat with every woman you meet. Oh, though I have such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little tight little sight little little true little pretty little craft. Oh, she is such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little tight little sight little little true little pretty little craft.
Pretty one, in my power at last, eh? No, ye not, but I have those within my call, who, at my latest bidding, would immure he, and come for the dungeon. What ho, within there?
Hold! We are prepared for this. Here is a flag that none dare defy. And while this glorious rag floats over Rose Maybud's head, the man does not live who would dare to lay a licensed hand upon her.
Foiled, and by a Union Jack. For the time will come, and then...
Nay, let me plead with him. Sir Ribbon, have pity. In my book of etiquette, the case of a maiden about to be wedded to one who unexpectedly turns out to be a baron with a curse on him is not considered. Time was once when you loved me madly. Prove that this was no selfish love by according your consent to my marriage with one who, if he be not you yourself, is the next best thing. Your dearest friend. In bygone days I had thy love, thou hadst my heart, but made all human foes above, our lives did part. By the old love thou hadst for me, by the fond heart that beat for thee, by joys that never know can be, grant thou my prayer, grant thou her prayer. My heart that once in truth was thine, never claims. Oh, who can lost true love assign, or rule its flames? Oh, plighted heart contingently bless, the seal of thy consent embrace. A promised happiness, grant thou my prayer, grant thou her prayer.
Take her. I yield.
Oh, Rachel, away to the pass we go. Sail was Elizabeth's ferry, that Hamilton 2 into 1, singing, hey, derry-da-derry.
Cause she is such a smart little craft,
Such a neat little sweet little craft.
such a bright little,
Tight
slight
little,
little, true little pretty little craft.
oh, she is such a smart little craft, such a neat little sweet little craft, such a bright little, tight little, slight little, light little, true little, pretty little craft.
For a week I have fulfilled my accursed doom. I have duly committed a crime a day. Not a great crime, I trust, but still a crime. But will my ghostly ancestors be satisfied with what I have done? Or will they regard it as an unworthy subterfuge? Oh, my forefathers, woe is in blood! There came at last a day when, sick of crime, you, each and every, vowed to sin no more, and so, in agony, called welcome death to free you from your cloying guiltiness. Let the sweet psalm of that repentant hour soften your long dead hearts, and tune your souls to mercy on your poor posterity.
Relentless brow, appearest, who knows how?
I am the spectre of the late Sir Roderic Murgatroyd, who comes to warn thee that thy fate thou canst not now avoid.
Alas, poor ghost.
The pity you express for nothing goes. We spectres are a jollier crew than you perhaps suppose. When the night without meets the chimney cows, and the bat in the moonlight flies, and leafy clouds, like blue shrouds, sail over the midnight skies, when the footpaths quail at the night birds wail, and black dogs bay at the moon. Then is the spectre's holiday, then is the ghost I know. Then is the ghost I know. I know. Then is the ghost I know. As the solar breeze sweeps over the trees, and the mist lie low on the fen, from great stones harder the bones that once were women and men, and away they go with a mop and a mow to the revel that ends too soon. For cockcrow limits our holiday, the dead of the night I know. The dead of the night I know. I know. The dead of the night I know. And then each ghost, with his lady toast, to the churchyard beds take flight, with a kiss perhaps on the lantern shelf, and a grisly grim good night. To the welcome knell of the midnight bell brings forth its jolliest tune, and ushers in our next high holiday, the dead of the night I know. The dead of the night I know. I know. The dead of the night I know. Wenn bei Nacht die Wind abgeht wie ein Hin, und der Fledermaus fliegt in der Räum, und Males wie tief und das Richtlinie spielt, schwellen in der Himmel erräum, und sie können zu Gestein, die Sogen und Haftelle Wolle in die Welt. Es ist der Junge von der Scheide, die Spuken verzeust die Spuken verzeust
At the end of the gallery.
In a bad light, I am.
Are you considered a good likeness?
Pretty well. Flattering.
Because as a work of art you are poor.
I am crude in color, but I've only been painted 10 years. In a couple of centuries I shall be an old master. And you will be sorry you spoke lightly of me.
And may I ask why you have left your frames?
It is our duty to see that our successors commit their daily crimes in a conscientious and workmanlike fashion. It is our duty to remind you that you are evading the conditions under which you are permitted to exist.
Really, I don't know what you'd have. I've only been a bad baronet a week, and I've committed a crime punctually every day.
Well, let us inquire into this Monday.
Monday was a bank holiday.
True. Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I made a false income tax return.
Nothing at all. Everybody does that.
It's expected of you.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, I forged a will.
Whose will?
My own.
My good sir, you can't forge your own will.
Can't I then? I like that. I did. Besides, if a man can't forge his own will, Then whose will can he forge?
There's something in that.
Yes, it seems reasonable.
At first sight, it does.
Fairness is unwise, fancy.
A man can do what he likes with his own?
I suppose he can.
Well, then he can forge his own will, stupid. On Thursday, I shot a fox.
That's better. Pass the fox, I think. Yes, pass the fox. Friday.
On Friday, I forged a check.
Whose check?
Gideon Crawl's.
But Gideon Crawl hasn't a banker.
I didn't say I forged his banker. I said I forged his check. On Saturday, I disinherited my only son.
But you haven't got a son.
No, not yet. I disinherited the lad in advance to save time. This way, he'll be born, ready disinherited.
I see. But I don't think you can do that.
My good sir, if I can't disinherit my own unborn son, then whose unborn son can I disinherit?
These arguments sound very well, but I can't help thinking that if they were reduced to synergistic form, they wouldn't hold water. Now, quite understand us. We are foggy, but we don't permit our fogginess to be presumed upon. Unless you undertake, I suppose we say, to carry off a lady. Those in favor of his carrying off a lady. Those of the contrary opinion. Well, you'll never satisfy. Yes, unless you undertake to carry off a lady at once. I don't know which lady. Any lady. Choose your lady. You'll perish in inconceivable agony.
Carry off a lady? Certainly not, on any account. I've the greatest respect for ladies, and I wouldn't do anything of the kind for words. No, I'm not that kind of baronet, I assure you. If that's all you've got to say, you'd better go back to your frames.
Very well. Then let the agonies commence!
Don't do that! I can't stand it!
Painful, isn't it? It gets worse by degree.
Stop it! Stop it, please! I want to speak! Oh dear.
Better?
Yes, better.
Well, do you consent?
But it's such an ungentlemanly thing to do.
As you please. Carry on.
Stop! I can't stand it! I agree! I promise it shall be done!
Today?
Today.
At
At
once!
once! I retract! I apologize! I had no idea it was anything like that!
He heals, he answers to our call. We could not ask for long. A sturdy fellow after all this latest Ruddigore. A sturdy fellow after all this latest Ruddigore. Oh, perish in unhurdle, who dare our wills defy. We want your pardon, there we go. We want your pardon, there we go. For having agonized you so. So pardon us, so pardon us, so pardon us, or die! So pardon us, so pardon us, so pardon us, or die!
I pardon you. I pardon you.
He pardons us, he pardons us, he pardons us, or die!
poor master. You are unwell.
It won't do. I've seen them, all my ancestors. They've just gone. They say that I must do something desperate at once, or perish in horrible agonies. You've no idea what those agonies are like.
Go to yonder village. Carry off a lady. Bring her here at once.
Anyone, I don't care which.
But
Not a word! Not obey.
fly! Away your boss! Go punch in hands! Go more force! Go penitence! Virtues be a long farewell. To propriety I ring thy bell. Come, guiltiness of deadliest hue. Come, desperate deeds of daring do. Henceforth all the crimes that I find in the ties I promise to perpetrate daily. Tomorrow I start the petrified heart on a regular course of Old Bailey. This confidence drinking, mad coin pockets making, and several other disgraces. This process I'm breaking and then thinking really nothing called illusion at races. Oh, Baroness rank is exceedingly nice, but the titles are commonly dear at the price. You wait to squires who live in the shires where petty distinctions are vital, who found athenaeums and local museums to fuse to a baronet's title. Ye butchers and bakers and candlestick makers who sneer at all things that are trady, whose middle-class lives are embarrassed by wives who want to parade as my lady. Oh, allow me to offer a word of advice, the titles will commonly dear at the price.
I once was a very abandoned person.
Making the most of evil chances.
Nobody could conceive a worse.
Even in all the old romances.
I blush for my wild extravagances. But be so kind to bear in mind,
We were the victims of circumstances. That is one of our blameless dances. I was once an exceedingly odd young lady.
suffering much from spleen and vapors.
Clergymen thought my conduct changed.
She didn't spend much upon linen drapers.
It certainly entertained the gapers. My ways were strange beyond our range.
Paragraphs got into all the papers. We only cut respectable capers. I've given up all my wild proceedings.
My taste for a wandering life is waning.
Now I dare a penny
They
readings.
are not remarkably entertaining.
Remarkable livelihood we're gaining.
In fact, we rule a national school.
The duties are done, but I'm not complaining. This sort of thing takes a deal of training. We have been married a week.
One happy week
Our new life,
is delightful indeed.
so calm.
So unimpassioned. Master, all this I owe to you. See, I am no longer wild and untidy. My hair is combed, my face is washed, my boots fit.
Margaret, don't restrain yourself. Remember, you are now a district visitor.
A gentle district visitor.
You are orderly, methodical, neat. You have your emotions well under control.
I have. Master, when I think of all you've done for me, I fall at your feet, I embrace your ankles, I worship your knees.
Hush! This is not well. This is calculated to provoke remark. Be composed, I beg.
Oh, you are angry with poor little man, Margaret.
No, not angry. But a district visitor should learn to eschew melodrama. Visit the poor by all means and give them tea and barley water. But don't do it as if you were administering a bowl of deadly nightshade. It upsets them. Then, when you visit the sick and find them not as well as could be expected, why go into hysterics?
Why not?
Because it's too busy for a sick room.
Oh, how strange. Oh, Master, how can I express the all-absorbing gratitude
Now,
Oh, yes, dear, I know. It shan't occur again. Shall I tell you one of poor Mad Margaret's odd thoughts? Well then, when I am lying awake at night, and the pale moonlight streams through the latticed casement, strange fancies crowd upon my poor mad brain, and I sometimes think that if we could hit upon some word for you to use whenever I'm about to relapse, some word that teems with hidden meaning, like Basingstoke, it might recall me to my saner self. For after all, I am only Mad Margaret, crazy Meg, poor Peg.
poor child, she wanders. But soft, someone comes. Margaret, pray recollect yourself. Basingstoke, I beg. Margaret, if you don't Basingstoke at once, I shall be seriously angry.
Basingstoke it is.
Then make it so.
Despard and his young wife. This visit is unexpected.
Shall I fly at him? Shall I tear him limb from limb? Shall I rend him asunder? Say but the word and I'll...
Basingstoke.
Basingstoke it is.
Then make it so. My brother, I call you brother still, despite your horrible profligacy. We have come to urge you to abandon the evil courses to which you have committed yourself, and at any cost to become a pure and blameless ratepayer.
But I've done no wrong yet.
No wrong. He has done no wrong. Did you hear that?
Basingstoke.
Basingstoke it is.
My brother, I still call you brother, you observe. You forget that you have been in the eye of the law a bad baronet of Ruddigore for 10
years. And you are therefore responsible in the eye of the law for all the misdeeds committed by the unhappy gentleman who occupied your place.
I see. Bless my heart, I never thought of that. Was I very bad?
Awful. Wasn't he?
And I've been going on like this for how long?
10 years. Think of all the atrocities you have committed, by attorney as it were, during that period. Remember how you trifled with this poor child's affections, how you raised her hopes on high. Don't cry, my love. Basingstoke, you know, Basingstoke. Only to trample them in the dust when they're in the very zenith of their wholeness. Oh, fie, so fie. She trusted you.
Did she? What a degraded scoundrel I must have been, to be sure. And there. Don't cry, my dear. It's all right now. Birmingham, you know, Birmingham.
Basingstoke!
Basingstoke! Of course it is. Basingstoke.
Then make it so.
There. It's all right. He's married you now. That is, I've married you. I say, which of us has married her?
Oh, I've married her.
Oh, I'm glad of that. Yes, he's married you now. And anything more disreputable than my conduct seems to have been, I've never even heard of. But my mind is made up. I will defy my ancestors. I will refuse to obey their behests. Thus, by courting death, atone in some degree for the infamy of my career.
I knew it! I knew it! God bless you!
Basingstoke!
Basingstoke it is.
As for the open to my office situation, I should go also Roderic and make memories. I should tell them I've recovered my forgotten all since the act of the competitive beneath or any consequence. Now I do not want to perish by the sword of my little but to me indulgence upon the most fire and a word or two compliments my gratitude, slash love, roast that tomorrow, so it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter.
If I were not a little manager, don't you say I should give you my advice on something really I should show you remember to grapple with the question you bring, be astonished by the Christmas dinner. Tomorrow I shall write you as valuable a letter full of excellence and let it know be a little better. But at present everything on this matters and he had to so he can do so from my opinion does not matter.
Her opinion doesn't matter. Her opinion doesn't matter.
My opinion doesn't matter.
Her opinion doesn't matter. Her opinion doesn't matter. The Bible is lucky as to have anything about the who could talk to me if we are talking now to one another, who could give me good advice when he discovered that I was early, which is just many people which of you I have very minds would have made rather interested in my mind and I very decent this particularly matter and eligible matters are generally earned if it is a matter. This particularly matter of intelligible matters generally earned if it is not as matter. This particularly matter of intelligible matters generally earned if it is not as matter. The Bible is lucky as to have said mother who could talk to me as we are talking now to one another, who could give me good advice when he discovered that I was early, which is just anything, which of you I have very minds which would have made rather interesting in my mind, you die very decent in the middle, which will take a little back on the gentleman matters are generally earned if it is a matter. This is a little back on the gentleman matters are generally earned if it is a matter. This is a little back on the gentleman matters. I was lucky as to have said mother who could talk to me as we are talking now to one another, who could give me good advice when he discovered I was early, which is just a very game, which you I am very nice. This would have made rather than deal my mind. They did not very decent and still, so particularly rapid and intelligent of matters to get it off and get it! Particularly rapid and intelligent of matters and generally like it is so matter. This particularly rapid and intelligent of matters generally like it is so matter.
The deed is done.
What deed?
She's here. Alone. Unprotected.
Who?
The lady. I've carried her off. I had an hard task, for she fought like a tiger cat.
Great heavens, I've forgotten her. I had hoped to have died unspotted by crime, but I am foiled again! And by a tiger cat. Produce her, and leave us. Dame Hannah, this is not what I expected.
Well, sir, and what would you with me? Oh, you have begun bravely, bravely indeed. Unappalled by the calm dignity of blameless womanhood, your minion has torn me from my spotless home and dragged me, blindfold and shrieking, through hedges, over stiles, and across a very difficult country, and left me here alone and unprotected at your mercy. Yet not helpless, coward, sir, for approach one step, nay, but the 20th part of 1 poor inch, and this poniard shall teach you what it is to lay unlicensed hands on old Stephen Trusty's daughter.
Madam, I am extremely sorry for this. It is not so what I intended. Anything more correct, more deeply respectful than my intent to sought you. It would be impossible for anyone, however particular, to desire.
Ah, I am not to be tricked by smooth words, hypocrite, but be warned in time, for there are without 100 gallant hearts whose trusty blades would hack it limb from limb, who dare to lay unlicensed hands on old Stephen Trusty's daughter.
And this is what it is to embark upon a career of unlicensed pleasure.
Hark ye, miscreant, you have secured me, and I am your poor prisoner. But if you think I cannot take care of myself, you are very much mistaken. Now then, it's 1 to 1. Let the best man win.
Dad, what's that? I can't bear it! Roderic! Uncle! Save me!
What is the matter? Have you carried her off?
I should think I have. She's there. Look at her. She terrifies me.
Little Manekin?
Daddy?
My own old love? Why, how came you here?
This brute! He carried me off bodily, but I'll show him.
Stop! What do you mean by carrying off this lady? Are you aware that once upon a time she was engaged to be married to me? I am very angry indeed.
Now I hope this will teach you a lesson in the future,
Hold
not...
your tongue, sir.
Yes, Uncle.
Have you given him any encouragement?
Have I given you any encouragement? Frankly now, have I?
Frankly, you have not. Anything more aggressively correct in your behavior, it would be impossible to desire.
You Go away.
Yes, Uncle.
This meeting is strange after so many years.
Very. I thought you were dead.
I am. I died 10 years ago.
And are you pretty comfortable?
Pretty well. Pretty well indeed.
You don't deserve to be, for I loved you all the while, dear, and it made me dreadfully unhappy to hear of all your goings-on, you bad, bad boy.
There grew a little flower neath a great oak tree. When the tempest gan to lower, little heeded she. No need had she to cower, for she dreaded not its power. She was happy in the bower of a great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day. Let the tears fall free for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, sing
flower and the great oak tree.
Said she, he loved me, never did that great oak tree. But I'm neither rich nor clever, and so why should he? But though fate or fortune sever, to be constant I'll endeavor. I forever and forever to my great oak tree sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day. Let the tears fall free for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, sing
pretty little flower and the great oak tree.
sing
It's not too late, is it? I'm quite respectable now, you know.
But I should be the wife of a dead man, Roderic.
No doubt.
And the wife of a dead man is a widow.
I suppose she is.
And a widow is at liberty to marry again.
Dear me. Yes, that's awkward. I never thought of that. When you've been a ghost for a considerable time, it's astonishing how foggy you become.
Oh, Roddy.
Stop it, both of you.
This intrusion is unmannerly.
I'm surprised at you.
I can't stop to apologize. An idea has just occurred to me. A baronet of Ruddigore can only die through refusing to commit his daily crime.
No doubt.
Therefore, refusing to commit a daily crime is tantamount to suicide.
I suppose it is.
But suicide is itself a crime. And so, by your own showing, you ought none of you to have ever died at all.
I see. I understand. We are all practically alive.
Every man jack of you.
Brother ancestors, down from your frame. You believe yourselves to be dead. You may take it from me that you're not. And an application to the Supreme Court is all that is necessary to prove that you never ought to have died at all.
Rose, when you believed I was a simple farmer, I believe you loved me.
Madly, passionately.
But when I became a bad baronet, you very properly loved Richard instead.
Passionately, madly.
But if it should turn out that I am not a bad baronet after all, how do you love me then?
Why, madly, passionately.
As before?
Why, of course.
My darling.
Hail the bridegroom, hail the bride, let the nuptial not be tied.
Will you be quiet? Belay me, lad, belay.
Oh, sir, belay. If it's absolutely necessary.
Belay? Certainly not. You see, it's like this. As all my ancestors are alive, it follows, as a matter of course, that the eldest of them is the family baronet, and I revert to my former condition. Here, great uncle, allow me to present you. Sir Rupert Murgatroyd, Baronet of Ruddigore.
Hurrah! Fantasy somewhere.
When a man has been a naughty baronet and expresses disappointment without regret, you should help him if you're able, like the mousey in the fable. That's the teaching of a book of etiquette.
That's the teaching of a book of etiquette.
Having been a wicked baronet, oh meek, once again a modest livelihood I seek. Agricultural employment is to me a keen enjoyment, for him naturally diffident and meek.
For he's naturally diffident and meek.
If you ask me why, do not pipe my eye. Like an honest prentice sailor, I reply. That was all for my missus. There'll be bread and cheese and kisses, which is just a sort of ration I enjoy.
Which is just a sort of ration you enjoy.
Prompted by a keen desire to evoke all the blessed come of matrimony's yoke. We shall toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle in the town of Basingstoke.
Prompted by a keen desire to evoke all the blessed come of matrimony's yoke. They will toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle in the town of Basingstoke. For to settle in the town of Basingstoke. They will toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for to settle in the town of Basingstoke.
What have you been doing,
so much for joining us at Encore's production of Ruddigore. Those of you who purchased a program for this evening's performance received a coupon for a raffle, the prize being a recording by members of the Encore Educational Theatre Company of excerpts from two lesser-known Gilbert and Sullivan works, HMS Pinafore and The Mikado. And I'd like to call upon our very talented choreographer, Arlene Chertoff, to pick the winning team. And the winner of the Encore recording is Morris Schneider. Morris. Please meet me here after the performance. Thank you for joining us at Encore's Ruddigore. Good evening to all.
That's the teaching of a book of etiquette.
Having been a wicked baronet of me, once again among the slightly broken I see. Agricultural employment is to me a keen enjoyment, for him naturally diffident and me.
For is naturally diffident and me.
If you ask me why, do not pipe my eye. Like an honest brick sinner, I reply. That was all for my missus, there were benches and this, which is just a sort of Russian I enjoy.
Which is just a sort of Russian you enjoy.
Prompted by a king designed to invoke all the blessed power matrimonious yoke. We shall toddle off tomorrow from the scene of sin and sorrow for your settle in the town of Basingstoke.
Prompted by a king designed to invoke